Geno King Boxing back in the building, back with some more boxing news. And recently, Canelo Alvarez had some things to say about Terrence Bud Crawford's resume. Yes, he was doing an interview. And this is what Canelo Alvarez said about Bud Crawford's resume.
I always say, I respect Terrence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fighter like Errol Spence is. But other than that, I don't think he's beating other great fighter like Spence.
Yeah, that was Canelo Alvarez talking about Bud Crawford's resume, saying that the only fighter Crawford beat was Errol Spence. Yeah, coming out saying that the only fighter Bud Crawford beat was Errol Spence, man, and I just don't agree with that. Bud Crawford has been in this game for a while. A lot of guys were scared to fight him. I mean, you got to look at where some of these guys were at when Bud Crawford fought them. I mean, let's go down the list. Ricky Burns, when this was in 2014, Ricky Burns, it was this big deal. Ricky Burns over there in Glasgow, and Bud Crawford went over there and beat him in his hometown. Passed that test. Then he came back, fought Yurkis Gamboa at 135-pound division. Beat him in a TKO win. At that time, Yurkis Gamboa was the talk of the town. Everybody was talking about Gamboa, saying he was that dude. And he was undefeated at that time. Yurkis Gamboa was undefeated at that time. So, the list goes on. Victor Postal, undefeated. Dirijan, Felix Diaz, Julio Indago. Julio Indago was undefeated at 140 when Bud Crawford fought him. Then Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn had just came off the victory against Manny Pacquiao, undefeated. Bud Crawford TKO'd him, knocked him out. After Jeff Horn beat the great Manny Pacquiao. So that's nothing. Then he went on to fight Jose Benavidez Jr., who was 27-0 at that time. He fought the Mean Machine, Kavalauskas, who was 21-0 at that time when Bud Crawford TKO'd him in the 9th round. And then we can't forget about Kell Brook. Kell Brook, Bud Crawford TKO Kell Brook. Kell Brook was that dude for a while in the 147-pound division. Like, come on. Sean Porter. We all know how great Sean Porter was, a dog in the ring. Bud Crawford TKO'd him. And then, as we all know, Errol Spence. What he done to Errol Spence was one of the best performances we had seen by any boxer in recent years. So, moving up 7 pounds to fight Israel Madrimov at 154, winning a unanimous decision, and undefeated, 40-0, never being knocked down. The Kavalauskas knockdown, it's questionable, but Bud Crawford never officially being knocked down, 41-0, TKing all those champions. Come on, his resume is weak. I can't see that. So, everybody has their opinion, but Canelo Alvarez, not taking nothing away from him either. He's fought a lot of champions. He's lost also. So, I think that's interesting for Canelo to say. But hey, let the games begin, man. Let's see some trash talk. That's what we want to see. I think this will be great for both of these guys to start trash talking each other, build the fight up, especially if it's in September. If they fight in September, man, don't you know the build up is gonna be crazy if these dudes start going back and forth. Now there's September, it's gonna be crazy the amount of money they'll be able to make. But Crawford has fought some legitimate champions, man, and dismantled all of them. All of them. Guys that were bigger than him, taller than him, wider and thicker than him. Crawford has dismantled all of them. So for Canelo Alvarez to say that, I don't think he knows what he's talking about. And you can't say that a lot of these champions were nobodies, because before Crawford beat them, I remember the hype train. I remember how everybody was saying Jeff Horn was the next best thing after he beat Manny Pacquiao. And then Bud Crawford dismantled him. You hadn't heard from him since. So, we don't want to hear that. But I think Bud Crawford has a legitimate resume. In the Earl Spence fight, that just kind of solidified everything on the way he beat him, on how good he was. The way Earl Spence was running through the 147-pound division, come on, man. Earl Spence, they called him the eye collector. He was putting everybody's eye out. Everybody. Stepping to him and breaking him down. And he couldn't do that against Crawford. He could not do that. That fight right there said a lot, so that's my opinion on Canelo Alvarez's comments. I think Bud Crawford has a great, sturdy resume. So, but yeah, this is Gino King Boxing. Y'all press that subscribe button, press that like button, and I'm out.